Hello and welcome. I'm Carly with Hearts and Minds at Home. It's been a while since I posted a video, as usual, but my husband and kids are watching a movie, so I wanted to take the time to just come sit back here in my room where it's more quiet and do a real quick video because I've been wanting to share these tips for so long now. I actually spent the better part of this past year thinking about this, but every time I tried to hunt down who to credit for these tips, it was kind of difficult. But recently, when I looked it back up at the blog where I found it, I was reading comments and it occurred to me that the blogger where I saw it posted was not the original writer. And then I saw it on another blog, but the one who posted it there was not the original writer either. And I learned after years of referring back to this advice because it seemed to line up so well with Robinson curriculum, I, long story short, found out that the original post that shared these 10 ways to simplify homeschooling was actually from a lady in the Robinson curriculum official group on Facebook. Her name is Colette Longo. So wherever she is, I just want to thank her so much because these are so wonderful. I could probably take each point and go on talking about it for quite a while, but in spirit of keeping it simple, I'm just going to read through them. So I hope you don't mind that, but I really hope that these 10 tips will be as refreshing to you to hear as they are for me. So 10 ways to simplify homeschooling by Colette Longo. Number 1, keep everything as simple as you can. Jesus wrote with a stick in the dirt, and he was the greatest teacher that ever lived. He used no curriculum or flannel graphs or lesson plans. Homeschooling can be made far more complicated than it should be. A simpler approach is much more effective. Number 2, stick to the 3 R's. They form the foundation of lifelong learning in every field because they are the tools of study. There will be no need to formalize any other subject if the children are doing their best in these 3, because people who are well grounded in reading, writing, and math will approach other subjects boldly, independently, and confidently. Number 3, let the children teach themselves as much as they are able to. This teaches them responsibility, intellectual independence, and builds confidence. It's also better for the parent-child relationship because you can focus on parenting instead of playing school teacher. Number 4, use the most direct method available. For reading, read. For writing, write. For math, do it. And for Bible, read it. Don't fall for catchy curriculums or methods that are really just something else for you and your child to learn. Tip number 5, don't worry about your child's age or grade. Just let him do the best he can each day. Children grow intellectually like they do physically in spurts. Although we may have an audience of skeptical relatives, homeschooling is not a circus, and we refuse to train our children to do tricks for people. Number 6, minimize distractions in the home. Watch for excessiveness in entertainments, snacking, outings, phone conversations, and the like. These sorts of things can easily get out of hand and compete with the effectiveness of homeschool and sap the family of time and energy. Tip number 7, seek quality over quantity. A few tapes of great music, a small case of carefully chosen books, a few special playmates, and an occasional outing is better than a large but poor quality collection. Number 8, if you must document your school activities, do it after the fact. This way you will not make promises you cannot keep. If you are required to make lesson plans, be as vague as permissible. Don't let transcripts, diplomas, records, and tests determine your academic plans. Focus on learning and the rest will follow. And number 9, put the needs of your youngest, most vulnerable children first. If an older child gets a little behind in school, I'm sure you can forgive yourself. But if something happened to the toddler while you were busy homeschooling, I don't think you would be able to say the same. And number 10, love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and don't neglect to seek him early, giving him the first fruits of your day, and teach your children to do the same. I know that you are tired and there aren't enough hours in your day, but we serve a God who can make the sun stand still. And then she ends it with Matthew 11, verses 28 through 30. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So those are the 10 tips. Thank you for watching. Please leave comments or questions below. I'd love to chat with you more about these there. Happy homeschooling.